रिपोर्ट का चारों तरफ रिपोर्ट हुआ, इसका नाम नहीं ले रहा था उसने, या नहीं बट फुल आगे very very I think now we have an opportunity.
कल शाम को जो पता चला कि पढ़ना है
everybody in the respective place. चालू कर सेटल दवा तो ऐसा तो माइक
piling up. Ready?
इंजल भाई एंट्री के लिए
Honorable President, Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, Shri G.S. Pannu Sir, Honorable Vice President, Ahmedabad Zone, Shri P.M. JAGTAP Ji, Honorable Vice President, Pune Zone, Shri R.S. Sayal Ji, Honorable Vice President, Bangalore Zone, Shri M.V. Vasudevan Ji, Honorable Vice President, Kolkata and Hyderabad Zone, Shri Rajpal Yadav Ji, all my fellow colleagues on the bench, officers of the Income Tax Department, members of the Bar Association, family members of Shri Jagtap Ji, and ladies and gentlemen. We are present here today for the full court reference on the occasion of superannuation of Honorable Vice President, Ahmedabad Zone, Shri P.M. Jagtap Ji. I seek the permission of Honorable President ITAT to commence the proceedings. A very warm welcome to this distinguished gathering present here today, eagerly awaiting their turn to express their deep respect and gratitude to Shri PM Jagtap ji, having been associated and been part of his illustrious journey of more than 22 years in the ITAT. During his tenure, he has served in several benches of the ITAT, beginning from Jodhpur, then Nagpur, Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad. Excuse me if I've missed any bench, sir. And has been Vice President of the Kolkata and finally the Ahmedabad zone. Such has been the impact that he has left behind in all these places that we have representatives of the bar from all over waiting to express their feelings and emotions on this historical occasion of his superannuation from service in the ITAT. And it is not only the members of the bar and the department whose life he has positively touched, but also fellow colleagues from the ITAT, some of whom have made it a point to be present today to be with him on this momentous occasion. I welcome all to this full court reference today. I first invite Senior Advocate Shri Saurabh N. Soparkar, President ITAT Bar Association Ahmedabad, to say a few words.
This is not a reflection of our feeling to Honorable Shri JAGTAP. It's exactly the other way.
Honorable the President, Honorable Vice Presidents of various zones, Honorable members of this tribunal, my fellow members of the bar, Ahmedabad bar as also various other bars, learned departmental representatives, members of the family of Honorable Shri JAGTAP, members of the registry, staff and friends. In the journey of life, where all of us are travelers, we meet fellow passengers from time to time, some for a long association and others for a short, almost fleeting moment. But then occasionally you meet a person for a very short time, and yet that short association leaves behind such a strong impression on you that you feel that you have known the person intimately for years together. Our association with Honorable Shri JAGTAP, Vice President of Ahmedabad Zone, has been very brief. It is true that when we were informed that he is being posted at Ahmedabad as Honorable Vice President, we, the members of the bar, knew that he is an extremely sharp member. His reputation that he is competent in the matter of accounts, as has deep knowledge of the law preceded him. His ability to weave through complex facts to reach the right conclusion and intense desire to do justice was also known to us. However, it is only after he was posted at Ahmedabad on 17th January 2022 that we came to realize that the member that we got was much more than the member that we were promised. We found him to be one of the gentlest and most courteous member that we have ever seen, mild and yet firm, pleasant and yet determined, crisp and focused on his approach during and beyond court proceedings, accommodative to the members of the bar, more so to the junior members of the bar who were always encouraged by him. In the initial days at Ahmedabad, we had a peculiar situation. Almost the composition of the whole tribunal was changed. Old and known faces were transferred, and the new members, including Honorable Vice President, were in majority. The bench did not know us, and we did not know them. And at that time, the hearings were virtual, making it all the more difficult to know each other, share the views, and ensure smooth functioning of the bench. It was during these difficult times Honorable Shri JAGTAP showed the exemplary qualities of a true leader, he carried the whole team, bench, bar and the registry in unison to ensure that during those difficult days also, as many as possible matters could be heard. From virtual hearing, in a couple of months, we moved to partial virtual, partial physical, and ultimately to 4-day physical hearing. At no stage there was any moment of tension between the bar and the bench. We found in Honorable Shri JAGTAP a member with a very sharp mind, quick in uptake. He has profound knowledge of law and has ability to discern complex facts quickly. After hearing a matter, he would quickly deliver the orders, and in his case, a matter once heard, if necessary, would be refixed for clarification but would never be released. Most importantly, he has a strong desire to do justice. Now on a personal note, I have found Honorable Shri JAGTAP to be a very simple and unassuming person. He never carried the burden of his office on his shoulder, within or outside the tribunal. He has always been very friendly with one and all. During the period of about 10 months at Ahmedabad, on various occasions, as the president of the bar, I had to request him to be kind to the bar during the summer or Diwali holidays or during the days of other festivals. Though he strongly believed that the bar should not take unnecessary adjournments and expressed his displeasures at times, he never lost cool and was always an epitome of courtesy and pleasantness. Right from the day on which a member joins the bench, the day on which he would demit the office is known, and yet when the day comes, it makes all of us who are near and dear to him to be sad to lose him. On the retirement of Honorable Shri JAGTAP, we all are sad because we would not see his ever smiling face, keen to do justice under all trying times. I am told Honorable Shri JAGTAP has decided to devote his time hereafter in associating himself in social and charitable activity. May I, on behalf of the whole bar and on my own behalf, wish that Almighty give him good health and long years to fulfill all his desires in years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sofarkar, very apt words. I now invite Shri Sameer N. Devatia, Vice President, ITAT Bar Association, Ahmedabad, to say a few words.
Good morning to all. Honorable President, Mr. Pannu, Demeeting Vice President of Ahmedabad Zone, Shri JAGTAP Sahab, galaxy of Vice Presidents and members of the ITAT, Senior DR of the Income Tax Department, my fellow members of the Ahmedabad Bar Association as well as Outstation Bar Association. Friends, we have assembled here today to bid a farewell to Honorable Vice President Shri PM JAGTAP on his superannuation after a distinguished and exemplary period of service in the tribunal spread over more than 22 years. I join with my predecessor, the President of Ahmedabad Bar, and echo the feelings and sentiments expressed by him. Such a day will come day after tomorrow in the life of Shri JAGTAP. I have a mixed feeling at this moment. Though the retirement may be in accordance with the rules of government service, it is a great loss to the institution, inasmuch as within a short period of 1 week, one after another promote has demitted the office. The tribunal would remember their tenure as one pre-promote period and another post-promote period. He had a very short term at Ahmedabad of about 10 months. During this period, what I have found is that he is a cool-headed judge and listened to the priorities patiently. Very rarely he was found to have lost temper. Secondly, he would examine the matter in great detail by laying much emphasis on the facts of the case. In case any decision is cited, he would go through carefully and closely. And same would be the case if any adjournment application is put up before him. In any case, the decision is cited, the same would be the case if any adjournment application is put up before him. So far as Ahmedabad bench is concerned, I have found from the discussion during the course of meetings of the managing committee with him from time to time, that he would always come well prepared and keep ready the points to be discussed at the meeting. He will meet with the points raised at the meeting with facts and figures. He is found to be well disciplined and organized member. I believe that the short term at Ahmedabad prevented him from making various other changes in the functioning of the bench. I am fortunate to know about some of the non-professional facet of his life. I am told that he is very much fond of music and even join in singing, of course, with the help of karaoke. He believes that the music is the best therapy to reduce the tension both on the bench and off the bench. The other aspect is that he would mix with the brother sisters and brother members and sisters, or even the others, on account of his nature of socializing with the people. He would remember the birthday, the marriage date of the people around him, and he would be the first one to convey not only the best wishes but also send a cake. Of course, I am not the beneficiary of it. I must say this. The cake or the sweets. However, the concerned person will have to reciprocate. This is very important. However, the concerned person will have to reciprocate with a dinner party, followed by a music program. So these two are very important. We have one, but the other, I think we will have the benefit of his singing in the today's program. And of course, without karaoke. Thus, he is a kind-hearted and large-hearted personality. If I give a dictionary meaning of the word promote as per the vernacular language, it means entertainment and joy. Your personality is right up to this meaning. Sir, superannuation in government service is just is an end of one phase of life and the starting point of another phase of life. I wish you a long but contented life. I pray Almighty to shower blessings on him with good health and lot of happiness in the years to come. You deserve a well-earned independence from the shackles of the service and liberty to pursue your activity of choice, that is music, and as Honorable the President of our association said, the philanthropic work, I am sure that he will give first preference to music, and there are members in the bench and in the bar also to give him a company with the instruments. So that is what I have learned. Let us hope that it comes out true. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Devatia. I now invite Shri S.K. Tulsian, past President, ITAT, Bar Association, Kolkata, where Honorable Vice President Shri P.M. JAGTAP ji has spent a considerable period of his tenure as Vice President, to say a few words.
Honorable President, sir. Honorable President, sir. Honorable Vice President of the various units. Honorable JAGTAP, sir. Honorable members of the ITAT, the Honorable CIT DRs, the family of Sri JAGTAP Sahib, the President, Vice President and other office bearer of Ahmedabad ITAT Bar Association, and the President and other office bearers of the various bars who have assembled today to pay regard to Sri JAGTAP Sahib by attending this full court reference. A very good morning to one and all. I bring greetings from Kolkata for all my brothers and sisters of Ahmedabad Bar, our city of joy, Kolkata, which was earlier known as Calcutta, which is often referred to as the birthplace of modern Indian literature and artistic thought, where talent and academic intelligence are found in abundance. A few notable names of which include education pioneer Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, founder of Brahmo Samaj Sri Raja Ram Mohan Rai, the founder of Ramakrishna Sri Swami Vivekananda, the nationalist founder of Indian National Army Sri Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, the nationalist and philosopher Sri Aurobindo, the literary heavyweights and poets like Rabindranath Tagore and Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, the Nightingale of India Sarojini Naidu, the contemporary authors like Jhumpa Lahiri and Vitab Ghosh, artists such as Jaimini Roy and Satyajit Roy, Nobel laureates such as Mother Teresa and Amartya Sen amongst so many others. It is also where our IT Bar Association was also founded from the visionary thought of the 5 senior-most lawyers of Calcutta practicing direct taxes who almost a century ago established in April 1924 Calcutta IT Bar Association for protecting the interests of practicing advocate and ensuring a transparent unison between the bar and the bench for hearing and disposal of cases. Founded much later, in the year 1941, the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, India's mother tribunal, was the first state toward tribunalization of litigation involving specialized laws that required technical expertise in the effective and swift disposal of cases. Today it has completed 81 years of its existence and blossomed under the able leadership of men of great knowledge, competence and absolute integrity that have unionized the effective functioning of both bar and bench. Keeping in line with such a steadfastness, Kolkata bench of the ITAT, when headed by Honorable Vice President Sri Pramod M. JAGTAP, had done tremendous work to ensure the effective and efficient disposal of cases by applying his commanding knowledge over IT law. His appointment to Kolkata benches had been a source of delight to our IT Bar Association, and we have always looked up to his judicious prowess, his various accolades and achievements, and his dedicated sincerity towards effective and efficient dispensation of justice. We shall forever be thankful for his able, agile and steadfast leadership and his drive toward introducing measures to maximize all-round efficiency, expeditious disposal and infrastructural development. His presence was in itself a motivator to both bar and bench to work tirelessly, and his commendable effort in ensuring the justice is delivered to the litigants both transparently and expeditiously have shined through during his tenure and has benefited taxpayer the tax jurisprudence greatly. It is safe to say that Kolkata benches of the ITAT had scaled new height under Sri Pramod M. JAGTAP, which we shall always be very proud and thankful of. We are also thankful to him for giving us a wonderful Vice President in Sri Rajpal Yadav post his transfer to the Ahmedabad bench with the blessings of our President. On his superannuation today, the entire IT Bar Association Calcutta wishes him a very happy, long and fruitful life, and we are sure that he will continue to contribute to this great nation through his legal and administrative knowledge for many more decades to come. With these words, I thank you all.
Thank you very much, Shri Sincere Ji. I now invite Shri Saumitra Chaudhary from Kolkata to say a few words.
Respected President, Honorable Manu Sir, the Honorable Vice Presidents, Vasudevan Sir, JAGTAP Sir's retirement is there today. We'll name him late. Jadhav Sir is there, CL Sir is there, everybody, and all other members, honorable members of ITAT, representatives from the Income Tax Department, representatives from the ITAT Ahmedabad Bar Association and other bar associations, raised officials of ITAT and the man of the moment, Sri Pramod Murlidhar JAGTAP, Honorable Vice President ITAT Ahmedabad. It is a matter of privilege for me to have given this opportunity to share my thoughts on this day when I carry a mixed bag of feeling. Sir JAGTAP Sir's association with me goes back to the time of Sir's joining of ITAT Kolkata I still remember he joined in sometimes before the Ganpati Puja, and me, sir, and Mahavir Singh sir was there. We had lunch in the court bar room, because in Kolkata this puja is being carried out for the last 25 years. So I still remember that first day I met him in the bar. I still remember the first time when I appeared before your honor, and how I was awed by your wealth of knowledge, the clarity and the vision that you carried. Your immaculate way of dispensing judgment was always a pleasure to watch at the bench. After your elevation as the Vice President of Kolkata, we witnessed your tremendous administrative abilities and the dynamicity which comes so effortlessly to you. The seeds of technology that you sowed at ITT Kolkata, of which the fruit shall be reaped on long term, the bar shall remain ever thankful to you for the same. The bar on a whole was always made a part of ITT and never made to feel like an outsider. This is now still being carried out by the new Vice President Jadhav sir, who is also of the same nature. The profession of a judge is very noble and divine, and the members of judiciary therefore becomes inviolable role models, the perfect incorruptible ideals of a civilized society. Sir, you are such a role model to the society as an individual. During your journey in ITT, you have gathered so many feathers in your hat that is not possible for me to mention the same at a short span of time. Sir, you have not only dispensed justice, but you have enhanced the justice delivery system. Sir, everyone will feel your physical absence in the office from tomorrow and miss you, but let me assure you that your work ethics, your ideas and your diligence shall always reverb in ITT, inspiring all others to follow your footprints. Though this is your last day in office, I believe in karma shall never cease to exist. You are just about to begin a fresh chapter in your life, which would comprise more of quality family time and pursuing the endeavors dearer to your heart, like singing. I pray to Lord Jagannath to bless you on your new journey and second innings, and wish you a healthy, prosperous and peaceful life. Thank you, sir, for giving me such a wonderful years, which will be stored in your heart forever. Thank you, Your Honors.
Thank you, Shri Chaudhary ji. I now invite Dr. Rakesh Gupta from Delhi to say a few words.
Honorable President, Honorable Vice Presidents, Honorable members of this great institutions, Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, learned departmental representatives, family members of Shri JAGTAP, my elders, seniors, my contemporaries and my younger friends, ladies and gentlemen. Our Vice President, Shri PM JAGTAP, is superannuating on 20th of November after a very useful, valuable contributions for the cause of justice for almost 22 years. And I have written on this occasion, for this occasion, few lines in Hindi, and I will recite them. And these are not only my feelings, but the feelings of hundreds of persons who have been associated with him. प्यारा सा नाम श्री प्रमोद एम जगताप। शांत, सरल, सौम्य हैं आप, पूना शहर के रहने वाले हैं, कम शब्दों का प्रयोग कर गंभीर विषय कहने वाले हैं। बीकॉम के बाद सीए किया और सीए कर प्रैक्टिस किया। सन 2000 शुभ वर्ष था। शुभ इसलिए भी था कि सर ने भी ज्वाइन किया था, मैंने भी ज्वाइन किया था। सन 2000 शुभ वर्ष था। ट्राइब्यूनल ज्वाइन सहर्ष था। पहली पोस्टिंग जोधपुर रही थी, उसके बाद नागपुर रही, फिर आप दिल्ली बेंच आए, वेयर आई हैड द प्रिविलेज ऑफ अपीयरिंग बिफोर हिम। फिर आप दिल्ली बेंच आए, जाने के बाद बहुत याद आए। मुंबई, कोलकाता, अहमदाबाद, आपकी अमिट छाप की याद हमारे दिलों में चहुं विद्यमान है। सभी को आप पर अभिमान है। मुस्कुराते हुए आपका बहस सुनना, सुधाकर सर ने भी कहा कि मुस्कुराते हुए आपका बहस सुनना, बहस को बड़े धैर्य से समझना, दोनों पक्ष हैं विश्वास संग आते और न्याय पाकर संतोष संग जाते। बहुत सारे फैसले आपके नामचीन हैं, जिनमें विधि विवाद महीन है, किंतु आपने जो व्याख्या दी हैं आपकी विद्वता से भरपूर ही है। हमारी शुभकामनाएं आपके साथ, जीवन निरंतर निर्बाध निर्विवाद, आपको बहुत बहुत ही साधुवाद। खुशहाल रहें, चुस्त रहें, मस्त रहें, आप व्यस्त रहें, पूर्ण स्वस्थ रहें। इन्हीं शुभकामनाओं के साथ
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद राकेश गुप्ता जी। इस अनोखे अंदाज में हमारे प्यारे और ऑनरेबल वाइस प्रेसिडेंट जगताप जी को एड्रेस कर रहे हैं। I now invite Shri Rajesh Mehta, representative of the All India Federation of Tax Practitioners, to say a few words.
Honorable President G.S. Pannu Sahab, Honorable Vice President Rajpal Yadav Sahab, Vice President Sihal Sahab, Vice President N.V. Vasudevan Sahab, Honorable Judicial Members and Accountant Members, Honorable Members of the ITT Bar, all my professional friends and family members of Honorable JAGTAP Sahab. It's a matter of great pleasure for me to express my gratitude on behalf of AFTP on the superannuation of Honorable Vice President PM JAGTAP Sahab, who has served the ITT more than 22 years. I am highly impressed with Honorable PM JAGTAP Sahab since when we had organized a webinar by the AFTP in which we had invited Honorable ITT President and ITT Vice Presidents had joined Honorable Pannu Sahab, Honorable PM JAGTAP Sahab, N.V. Vasudevan Sahab and Pramod Kumar Sahab had joined that. So during COVID-19, that webinar was attended by more than 4,000 participants from across India, when everyone was feeling alone in his home. Only due to this great institution of ITT, many of our professional brothers from the India felt that we are whole a family. So only because of this great institution, our FTP could organize a grand webinar during the COVID-19. So since then I was impressed, and today I am lucky that I am here before your honor on your superannuation. Honorable Sir, I would like to request that every person, whenever he attends his superannuation, he prepares a list that what are the works to be done after his superannuation. So I would request two things with your honor. However, I am representing here All India Federation of Tax Practitioners, but I belongs to Indore. I would request that Indore is the 6th cleanest city of the India. So, your honor, in your list, what are the works to be done after retirement? Please add the two things. Please visit our Indore, because during your tenure, Indore is under your zone, but you did not visit. So, I request that with your family, you will visit to Indore. And your honor, Ujjain is near, just 1 hour away from Indore. Ujjain is the Mahakal Jyotirling. So we request with your family you will join, and I would request our Honorable President G.S. Pannu Sahab that organize a great conference and great seminar of ITAT along with ITIT, along with AFTP at Ujjain. So all the members of ITIT from India will also be joining. This is my personal request, Your Honor. Then, Your Honor, you are looking so silent, but you are a great personality. Your judgments will forever help us in our, and there is a quote of great philosopher Confucius: the superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. So this is squarely applicable to your honorable, honorable VP sir. Therefore, please accept our best wishes, and we pray Almighty God to grant you a longevity, good health, and an active and fulfilling next chapter of the life. On behalf of AFTP, I express my gratitude and best wishes for your whole life. And one request I would like to make from this forum: every year since long, AFTP is joining ITIT on its foundation day. ITIT celebrates its foundation day on 25th January every year. I would request Your Honor, Honorable President sir, that this year also on the 25th January 2023, Your Honor may organize such a grand conference in which all the retired members and retired authorities of ITIT are also invited. We will join. AFTP is ready for any cooperation and any help in this regard. So this will improve our relations, and AFTP and ITIT have done so many of the programs jointly in past. So this is my words, and again I express my gratitude and best wishes for your whole life and good health and prosperity. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
One moment, I want to present Samir.
For your very kind address and the memento on behalf of the IFTB. I now invite Shri K.P. Diwali, representing the ITIT Bar Association Nagpur, to say a few words.
Honorable President sir, Honorable Vice President, Honorable members of ITIT, friends from department, my colleagues at bar. I feel privileged today to be part of this August gathering. On seeing Honorable JAGTAP sir, I am feeling nostalgic. My memories of professional life during years 2002 to 2005 are being recalled. At this time, Honorable Sir was posted at Nagpur. It was second year of his service at young age of 42 years with Honorable Shri Vasudevan Sir as member. At bench, patient hearing was norm for everyone, be it as a junior or a senior professional. This ability and quality remained consistent with him till today and is experienced by all of us. This makes him a distinguished judge of this institution. Each and every member of our bar has fond memories of him and feel privileged for representing before them. We have observed JAGTAP sir as highly judicious, pleasant and polite person in conducting court proceedings. Honorable sir has extremely good command on language. Orders passed by him are treaties for everyone. He holds to his credit various landmark judgments. His working style has been source of inspiration to many young and budding professionals, apart from members of Honorable ITAT who had privilege to sit with him at various benches. His hard work, passion and dedication are well known and are noticed by one and all. We all know that ITAT is known as Mother Tribunal, being oldest tribunal set up in 1941. It is highest fact-finding authority. With development in technology and trade practices, job of members has become highly challenging. I proudly say that JAGTAP sir has fulfilled his responsibility with great efficiency and required skill. He will be remembered for this for long time by all concerned. Today I fondly wish to convey message of senior advocate Shri L.S. Devani, advocate from Nagpur, who is my father and was president of ITAT Nagpur bench at the time Honorable JAGTAP sir were presiding the bench. He wishes to convey him his blessing and warm greetings on this memorable day of his life. He had earnest desire to be present personally, but on account of old age was not comfortable to travel and so conveyed message through me. I and members of my bar wish Honorable JAGTAP sir healthy and happy life ahead. With warm regards to everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shri Diwani ji. Shri P.C. Mallu, representing the ITAT Bar Association, Raipur, will now come up and say a few words.
Honorable President of ITAT Sri J.S. Pannu Sahab, Honorable Vice President Sri P.M. JAGTAP Sahab, Honorable Galaxy of Vice Presidents, Honorable Members, learned departmental representatives and representatives of different bar across the country and members of the family members of Honorable Sri P.M. JAGTAP Sahab. At the outset, I express my feelings of gratitude for giving me an opportunity to express a few words on the occasion of superannuation of Honorable Vice President Sri P.M. JAGTAP. Sir, it is an old saying that every day a judge passes his judgment, but the final judgment on him is passed when he lays down his office. Sir, you have got success with all distinctions and the entire full marks from the bar. Honorable Sri JAGTAP Sahab had a very brilliant and illustrious career while serving the esteemed ITAT. I still remember the old good days when Honorable Sir was first posted as accountant member at Nagpur bench in early 2000. At that time, Honorable Vasudevan Sahab accompanied him. We had privilege to appear before him and argue many cases at the time when he was posted at Nagpur. The memories of arguing cases before Honorable Sir are still fresh in my mind without fading. Sir, your depth knowledge on accounts, law and procedure have always been appreciated by the members of the bar. Very patient hearing, logical orders made us very confident when we were appearing before Your Honor. Honorable Sir, you had also camped twice at Raipur when you were posted at Nagpur. Lastly, Your Honor, you have also attended our inaugural function at Raipur in the month of May when J.S. Pannu Sahab was there, and along with him, you have attended our inaugural function of new office building at Raipur. Sir, I recollect one incident. Then at that time when you were at Nagpur, we were part of the Nagpur ITAT Bar Association. After that, in 2007, the Raipur bench was established. We had a separate ITAT Bar Association. Sir, when you were transferred from Nagpur, a party was organized, farewell party was organized by the ITAT Bar Association Nagpur, and we had to come from Raipur, far away from Nagpur, about 300 kilometers. Sir, we could not reach at the appointed time. We were late by 1 hour, but Your Honor esteemed suggestions to the bar that unless the bar members of Raipur come from Raipur, the farewell proceedings will not start. That was a great respect and love for the Raipur bench, sir. Sir, although the time to bid farewell is not a pleasant moment, but I am happy that Honorable Sir will now be able to spare time to achieve the other goals of the life which could not be pursued because of the hectic engagement and circumstances while serving the ITAT. In government service, every appointment is invariably linked with the retirement. May your post-retirement journey be equally smooth and active. I, on my own behalf and on behalf of ITAT Bar Association Chhattisgarh, wish you healthy, happy and long life and prosperous years for post-superannuation period. I always look forward to have continued association with you in the times to come. Sir, आपने हमेशा लक्ष्य की तरफ देखा है और पीछे मुड़ के कहीं नहीं देखा. आपके सम्मान में 4 लाइनें पेश करना चाहता हूँ. आँखों में रहा, दिल में उतर कर नहीं देखा. आँखों में रहा, दिल में उतर कर नहीं देखा. कश्ती के मुसाफिर ने समंदर नहीं देखा. जिस दिन से चला हूँ मंजिल पे मेरी नज़र है. मैंने कभी मील का पत्थर नहीं देखा. मैंने कभी मील का पत्थर नहीं देखा. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Chaitanya ji. Sorry, Mr. Ballu ji. Thank you very much. I now invite Shri Ranjit Lal Chandani, past President, ITAT Bar Association, Rajkot, to say a few words.
Good afternoon to everybody. The Honorable President of the Tribunal, the Honorable Vice President Shri JAGTAP sir, Honorable Vice Presidents of all the other zones, Honorable members present on the dais, representatives of the department, presidents and representatives of the various associations, my dear fellow colleagues, and the family members of Shri JAGTAP sir. It is indeed my pleasure to represent in this full court reference organized in the honor of Shri JAGTAP sir, who is laying down office as the accountant member of the ITAT today after putting in 22 years of government service. It is also my pleasure, sir, to represent the ITAT Bar Rajkot as its immediate past president on this occasion. Sir, the members of Rajkot Bar had the pleasure and opportunity of appearing before you in a virtual mode. As known, Rajkot is one of the benches that works on a complete virtual mode, thanks to Mr. Rajpal Yadav here, Mr. JAGTAP Sahab here, who have taken all the efforts to put it into full continuous mode. Sir, your in-depth knowledge on the law and procedure has always been appreciated and acknowledged by the members of my bar. Sir, we have observed your quick grasp of the issues and your approach of expeditious disposal of appeals. Sir, we remember the quick decisions that were made by you during your visit to Rajkot. We had come up with you with a lot of problems that the infrastructure is not there, we are having these issues. I would be so happy to tell you all that sir immediately called his PA and said, put up all these papers on my table tomorrow morning and take my signature and see that all the problems are disposed of ASAP. And thank you, sir, they were. Sir, retirement is an inevitable part of the government service. The date of retirement is fixed on the day a person joins the government. But sir, retirement is not the end, but is the beginning of a new life. It is the time when the public hands you over back to your family. We thank your family for lending you to us for 22 years. Sir, as you enter a new phase and different phase of your life, I wish you a long, healthy life with lot of happiness in the years to come. So once again, on behalf of the President and Vice President, both of who have not been able to attend as they are attending the World Congress of Accountants, and all the other members of the bar at Rajkot who could not be present today, and on my personal behalf, I am pleased and happy to extend greetings on the completion of your long tenure at the bench and to convey good wishes and a happy life ahead. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, Chandramukhi. I now invite Shri S.K. Kabra, Vice President, ITAD Bar Association, Surat. So, few words.
सभी को नमस्कार। आदरणीय प्रेसिडेंट सर GS पन्नू जी, अन्य वाइस प्रेसिडेंट सर एवं आज रिटायर होने वाले श्री PM जगताप सर, सभी बार एसोसिएशन से यहाँ पधारे हुए बार एसोसिएशन के प्रतिनिधि, उनके अध्यक्ष, सभी ITAT बेंचेस से पधारे हुए अन्य ITAT के मेंबर्स, आदरणीय आयकर डिपार्टमेंट की तरफ से आए हुए प्रतिनिधि, यहाँ की रजिस्ट्री के सदस्य, बार के अन्य सदस्य जो अन्य स्थलों से आए हैं, एवं अहमदाबाद जोन के अंडर में अहमदाबाद से स्टार्ट A लेटर से स्टार्ट हुआ और अब अहमदाबाद के अंतर्गत ही सूरत और उसके पहले राजकोट, ये दोनों का अंत में मैं समझता हूँ नंबर आया है, तो हम क्लोज कर रहे हैं A से लेके S तक। उसके अंदर सभी कुछ सर के जोन में समाहित हो गया है। सभी को इस मौके पर मेरा नमस्कार। सूरत बेंच में हालांकि जगताप सर का एज अ बेंच ऑफिसर कभी काम नहीं पड़ा, लेकिन विगत 3 महीनों में जगताप सर ने 2 बार सूरत की विजिट की। एक बार वो स्वयं वाइस प्रेसिडेंट की कैपेसिटी में आए और दूसरी बार आदरणीय अध्यक्ष प्रेसिडेंट सर श्री GS पन्नू सर के साथ आए। दोनों ही बार हमने महसूस किया, जैसा कि बार के अन्य सदस्यों ने कहा, कि बहुत ही डाउन टू अर्थ मेंबर हैं और कहीं भी अथॉरिटी की फीलिंग नहीं होने देते हैं। जहाँ भी कुछ बात हो, बहुत सहज तरीके से, सीधे तरीके से बात को समझते हैं और उसके अनुसार अपना कार्य संपादन करते हैं। हमने पाया कि हमने जो भी प्रोग्राम्स किए उनके अंदर एक सामान्य सहज व्यक्ति की तरह इन्होंने पूरे बार मेंबर्स के साथ आयोजन में भाग लिया और सभी के साथ उसी सहजता से मिले कि मेंबर को ऐसा नहीं लगे कि मैं किसी अथॉरिटी से मिल रहा हूँ, बट उनकी सहजता से हम सभी लोग बहुत अभिभूत हुए। इसके लिए सर आपका बहुत बहुत आभार, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, साधुवाद। सर बेंच के अलावा ही हम लोगों का काम पड़ा है, बट जैसा अन्य सदस्यों ने कहा, मैं उसी बात से कहूँगा कि आप बहुत ही सहज और एकदम सटीक डिसीजंस देने में हैं। आपने जो भी निर्णय लिए हैं वो एकदम सटीक और टू द पॉइंट होते हैं। जैसा कि मेरे राजकोट मेंबर के सदस्य ने कहा, सर आज का दिन वैसे फेयरवेल कह सकते हैं, लेकिन फेयरवेल नहीं है। आप एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ट्रांसफ़र हो रहे हैं। जैसे आप अन्य सत्रों में ट्रांसफ़र होते आए हैं, कभी नागपुर, कभी कलकत्ता, कभी अंत में आप अहमदाबाद तक आए। अब आपका ट्रांसफ़र मैडम जगताप के पास हो रहा है। आप कुछ समय तक उनके पास थे, लेकिन अब फुल टाइम आपका ट्रांसफ़र मैडम जगताप के साथ हो रहा है। और मैं विश करता हूँ कि आप अब मैडम जगताप को उनका जो समय कम दिया था वो यहाँ पूरा करेंगे और अपनी जो बची हुई आपका जो समय है वो बहुत ही एंजॉय करेंगे और बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से, स्वस्थ तरीके से, व्यस्त तरीके से आगे बढ़ेंगे। सर 62 साल आपकी ये सुपर एनुएशन है। मैं इसको थोड़ा रिवर्स कर दूं, अब आप 26 साल की तरह मैडम के साथ रहेंगे और अपनी किशोरावस्था को याद करेंगे और उसी अनुसार अभी एक्शन लें और खूब मैडम को आप प्रोत्साहित करें और एंजॉय करें। सर आपके नाम के साथ ही जुड़ा हुआ है पीएम, तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर तो आप वैसे ही हैं, अब घर की होम मिनिस्टर के साथ आप एज ए प्राइम मिनिस्टर जगताप पीएम बन के जाएं और खूब एंजॉय करें अपनी उस स्थिति को। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर, आपके इस कार्यक्रम में हम लोग पधारे, सूरत बेंच को आपने मौका दिया, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी का सर।
थैंक यू, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद काबरा जी। आपने तो हमारे वाइस प्रेसिडेंट सर का दर्जा ही गिरा दिया, उन्हें मैडम के चार्ज में भेज कर दिया। आई नाउ इनवाइट श्री पंकज शाह जी, ट्रेजरर ITAT बार एसोसिएशन इंदौर, टू से a few words.
Honorable President Shri Pannu Saab, Man of the Day Shri Jagtap Saab, Galaxy of Vice Presidents, distinguished members, officers of the courts, my colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great pleasure to express and convey our regards from Indore to Jagtap Saab on his superannuation. At the outset, I would like to compliment him for his illustrious contribution to the motto of ITAT, impartial, easy and speedy justice, which is evident from some statistics, sir. In last 22 years, around 5,742 days, working days, you have contributed around 6,800 decisions, which are showing in cricket terms it is the strike rate of 120. So it is a great contribution to the justice delivery mechanism. You have always been encouraging to the young members of the bar, and from Indore bar I would like to say, some wish you health, some wish you wealth, but we wish you what you wish for yourself. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Pankaj Shah ji, for a very crisp and precise address. Shri Ajay Pratap Singh ji, CITDR, Income Tax Department, Gujarat Circle, Ahmedabad, will now address the panel.
Honorable President ITAT Sri G.S. Pannu sir, Honorable Vice President Sri P.M. Jagtap sir, Honorable Vice President Kolkata Zone Sri Rajpal Yadav sir, Honorable Vice President Bangalore Zone Sri N. Vastudevan sir, Honorable Vice President Pune Zone Sri R.S. Syal sir, and other members of ITAT Ahmedabad, members of the ITAT Bar Ahmedabad, members of the other ITAT bars of several parts of country, family members of N. Sir, and my colleagues from the department, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. It is an honor and pleasure for me to express my thoughts about Sri P.M. Jagtap sir on behalf of the department. As we know that we all are here to bid goodbye to our Vice President Sri Jagtap sir, who is retiring on superannuation. Sir, you will be remembered for your great work as Vice President ITAT Gujarat, who managed the affairs of ITAT Gujarat very well. During your tenure at ITAT Ahmedabad, you have not only delivered very good judgments, but also conducted yourself very patiently and maintained positive attitude both in the bench and outside the bench. I am totally agree with the views expressed by earlier speaker that sir is very sharp, competent, knowledgeable, at the same time very caring person who support all those who work with you, especially youngsters. Your continuous support and encouragement made working in tribunal easy, enriching and enjoyable to all of us. Thank you, sir, for all your support and encouragements. In his time here, sir has been very graceful, soft-spoken, and most importantly, a guide to youngsters both from the bar and department, including me. I describe sir as a man of impeccable courteousness and humility. I have learned a lot about the working of ITAT from him. Sir is not only a patient listener, but also make all the representatives, be it DR or AR, feel that they are being heard decently, which is very important for any judicial system, that everyone is being heard. We at ITT Ahmedabad have been very fortunate to have Vice President like you, sir. As we know that retirement brings about relief from daily hectic life after long year of journey, and one can get enough time to enjoy life with family, relative and friend, and pursue his hobbies, which is difficult while in service. Now since sir has decided to devote his time for social service, my best wishes to him for the same. सर का टेन्योर वैसे तो बड़ा छोटा रहा है, छोटा इन सेंस कि लगभग 8 से 9 महीना रहा है यहाँ, बट मैं कह सकता हूँ कि टेन्योर बहुत ही प्रभावी था, बहुत संतोषप्रद था सबके लिए, चाहे वो बाहर के लोग हों या डिपार्टमेंट के लोग रहे हों। और सर ने एक कम समय में बड़ी अपनी अमिट छाप छोड़ी है, उसके बारे में हम 4 लाइनें कहेंगे। वक्त की धूप हो या तेज आंधियाँ, वक्त की धूप हो या तेज आंधियाँ, कुछ कदमों के निशान कभी नहीं टूटे, जिन्हें याद करके मुस्कुरा दे आंखें, तो लोग दूर होकर भी कभी दूर नहीं होते। With this, on behalf of the department and my colleagues and everyone present here, I wish sir very happy, healthy life after retirement, and also wish you the best of luck for your future. Thank you.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अजय प्रताप सिंह जी। I now request Mihir Jagtap, son of Shri PM Jagtap ji, to say.
Very good afternoon to everyone present. Try to keep it as candid as possible. At the outset, I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to say a few words. As we look back at the last 22 years that my father has spent with the wonderful people of this institution, some people here have probably spent more time with my father during the last 2 decades than I have, and will therefore be better aware of most things about him, probably better than me. But this is why I restrict to speaking only about him as my father and the role he has played in our lives. So, my father has been a guiding light for me. When he joined the ITIT, I was too young to understand what it fully meant. Over the years, I have seen closely the sacrifices him and my mother have made for it. It is a great learning for us, watching them. My father has always been like a mountain, strong, observant and unshakable. As I was growing up and needed to look for inspiration in my personal life and professional career, I did not have to look too far. Sons are often tutored by their fathers, but my father has never forced his thoughts upon us. His teachings are always implied. The best part about it is that he has let us grow into strong, independent people in his own mold, yet never let us to compromise on our individuality. As a professional, I have seen my father being inquisitive, patient and unbiased. It has always been his advice to us to work hard and be well read in our subject. This reflects in how me and my sister Tanvi, who is not here today, have conducted ourselves in our professional careers. As a family man, my father has been loving, caring and very supportive. This side of him is often missed by most, since these feelings are often conveyed in a subtle manner that is in line with his modus operandi. I owe him a lot and I am looking forward to welcoming him and mom back as they start a new phase of life and I start mine too. I could speak about my father to great lengths, but I will cut this short right here. To conclude, I would like to express my family's deep gratitude towards the people of this organization for giving my father and mother so much love and support. My father gained another family in the form of everyone present here, and that gives me immense pride. Thank you for organizing this, and thank you to everyone who traveled for this.
Very well spoken, Mihir. Thank you very much. I now invite Shri R.P. Tulanjali, former Vice President, Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, to say a few words.
GS Panuji, President ITAT, my brother colleague Vice Presidents of ITAT, my other colleague members of the ITAT, learned members of the tax professionals from both legal and accounting side, esteemed and learned departmental representatives, staff of the tribunal, and the respected members of the Pramod Jagtap's family. We have gathered here on this solemn occasion to bid adieu to the judicial officer's position of Brother Pramod Jagtap. I have the pleasure of working with him for a couple of years at Ahmedabad, and he was posted in my hometown, that is Nagpur, as Mr. Kishore Devani pointed out. Many qualities, outstanding qualities of Pramod Jagtap have been foretold by many of the speakers. So, I will only add to this that as a judicial officer, he worked diligently with aplomb, with patience, open-mindedness, courtesy, tact, courage, punctuality, firmness, understanding, compassion, humility, and common sense. As a judicial officer, unless you possess a spectrum of good qualities, your justice delivery system is improved with all these inputs. Your judgments become more readable, more acceptable, and they set the footstep walking on which your successors or your fellow colleagues try to imbibe. I want to remind all of you people the challenge which judicial officers of the tribunal faced when the transfer pricing was introduced in around 2002, and the litigation trickled to tribunal by around 2004-5. IRS people were given formal training by the central board by sending them on foreign missions, but the members of the ITAT were devoid of any formal training in transfer pricing and international taxation, which suddenly, with the India becoming an observer of the OECD, the country plunged into a total new area. It was very difficult to grasp, but I would say that Brother Pramod Jagtap is one of those successful members who could decipher the transfer pricing provisions and pass beautiful judgments which are today harbinger of the light for the succeeding judgments. So his contribution to the academics and jurisprudence of not only income tax and domestic tax but in transfer pricing as well remains unparalleled. Now, I would say तो एक शेयर अर्ज करूँगा कि प्रमोद भाई आपके साथ कुछ लम्हे कई यादें बतौर इनाम मिले, एक सफ़र पर साथ निकले थे और तजुर्बे तमाम मिले। आप जैसा बड़प्पन नहीं है कहीं, आप जैसा सरल मन नहीं है कहीं, आपको हम विदा आज कर दें मगर जज साहब ऐसे सज्जन मिलेंगे कि नहीं। एक और चीज़ कहना चाहूँगा, बिल्कुल समझ यादों की जली सी है आँखों में छाई, यादों की जली है आँखों में छाई, हो रही है आज आपकी ट्राइब्यूनल से विदाई। हम करते हैं ईश्वर से ये प्रार्थना कि पूरी हो जीवन की आपकी हर कामना। नाउ द रिटायरमेंट इज लिविंग ए फैमिली and going to the parent family as Mayor rightly pointed out. Mr. Malu, I suppose, he made a wrong statement. Prime Minister is not PM JAGTAP. Prime Minister is sitting right there. And now he will be in the control of her. So PM may become MP and she will be PM, she will remain PM now. Right? So now I congratulate her to get a full husband with half pay and married with a father with double. With all these words, I express my deep satisfaction, because in today's time, to complete your 20 years tenure in government job itself is a challenging task. Please mind my words. Things have become very difficult. Many prying eyes on the officers. A miss here and a kiss there can trouble you a lot. He is being so honorably getting a retirement itself is a great achievement of life for him. I wish him and his family all the very best, all the happiness. Thank you very much for giving me this time. God bless.
Thank you very much, R.P. Tulani ji. Is full court reference in the form of a कवि सम्मेलन को एड्रेस करने के लिए इतनी सारी कविताएं जो दिल से बोली गई हैं. Thank you very much. I now request Shri Rajpal Yadav ji, Honorable Vice President, ITAT Kolkata Zone, to say a few words.
Hello. Honorable President, ITAT Shri Pannu sir, Mr. JAGTAP and his family members, my colleagues on the dais, honorable members of the Bar Association, departmental representative, members of the registry and other staff. I am privileged to be part of this august proceeding of court reference to commemorate the superannuation of Brother JAGTAP ji, who is retiring from the government service today after completing more than 22 years of exemplary service with our august institution. It is worthwhile to mention that during his long span of 22 years of service, Shri JAGTAP ji has authored many special bench decisions and had also delivered some landmark judgments in transfer pricing and international tax matters. For me, JAGTAP ji is not only a good colleague but also a very good friend. In addition to his professionalism, Shri JAGTAP ji has a set of personality traits that many wish to have. I share an incident of Delhi. I went to Delhi in 2008 when JAGTAP sir was posted there. Our chambers were on 11th floor, courtrooms were on 10th floor. I joined Delhi from Bombay. One day I might have asked too many questions from the arguing consuls. When we left the courtroom and climbing to our chambers on the stairs, he said to me, "Brother, you have to bear with me." That one line was expression of his pain of the court proceeding, and it taught me a lesson. I should be more patient. I should have more patience. Sir, it's very difficult for me to match with your footprints or impact at Kolkata, because almost more than 7 members of the bar have travelled from Kolkata to Ahmedabad to attend this function. It shows your popularity, or moreover acceptability of your behavior while conducting yourself as an officer as well as a member. So superannuation in the government service is inevitable, and I feel that it is just the end of one phase of life and beginning of another phase. I am sure that Sri Jagtap ji would continue to contribute to the society in his new phase of life. Sir, I wish that you will enjoy your retired life with good health, and you have visited my native place with me from Delhi along with Madam Bharti ji. I again invite you to spend time with me at my farm in Rewari. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Shri N.V. Vasudevan ji, Honorable Vice President, ITAT Bangalore Zone, to say a few words.
Honorable President of ITAT, other Vice Presidents, members of the ITAT, departmental representatives and officers of the department, President and office bearers of the various associations, ladies and gentlemen. We have assembled to bid farewell to Sri P.M. Jagtap, Vice President of ITAT, on his retirement from an illustrious career. The profile of PM Jagtap has already been given by the earlier speakers. I joined the tribunal in the year 2001 and was fortunate to work with Brother Jagtap in ITAT Nagpur branches. Coming from a non-tax background, I struggled with the subject in the initial days. Brother Jagtap mentored me and tolerated all my irrelevant and silly questions on the subject, and patiently would discuss and explain the issue. He would render all possible assistance in finalizing the orders. He is very judicious in his approach, both on the bench and in giving his decisions on the case. We have worked together for almost 11 years from 2001 to 2012, from Nagpur to Delhi, from Delhi to Mumbai. Thereafter, we worked together in Kolkata benches for about 2.5 years. He has not only guided me in discharge of my duty as member, but also helped me on several occasions on the personal front. I have largely gained from his advice. He and his family has been a great source of support throughout. I don't have to talk about his caliber and capacity as a member of ITAT. He is one of the hard-working and outstanding members of the ITAT. He is known for giving a very patient hearing to everyone. He has authored many landmark decisions. His orders are crisp, clear, with an in-depth analysis of facts and law. On the administrative side, he is one of the finest administrators. He will take upon himself all the burden without a fuss, and by his sheer charisma would ensure participation and compliance from his colleagues and the registry, an art which he has mastered. He enjoys deep admiration, abounding affection and respect from the members of the bar. He will be remembered for his positive support in all ITAT related activities, as well as the discipline he maintained on and off the bench. Brother Jagtap is now free to pursue whatever is his passion without any hindrance. On his retirement from government service, I wish him good health, long and peaceful retired life. All the best, brother.
Thank you very much, sir. I now request Shri R.S. Sayalji, Honorable Vice President, ITAT Pune Zone, to say a few words.
The Honorable President, Shri Pannu sir, my colleagues, both present and former, representatives from various bar associations, departmental representatives, family members of the JAGTAP, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a momentous day in the life of my elder brother, my friend, Shri Pramod Murlidhar Jagtap. True to his name Murlidhar, he has imbibed all the qualities, all the teachings of Lord Krishna. Thinking with a positive mind, acting with conviction, and then having higher standards. If we see a duck we realize the duck is very patient and doing everything very fine. We see that duck is doing very perfectly calm and perfectly alright. But underneath, duck paddles like anything. The same qualities are there in Jagtap Sahab. During these more than 2.5 decades tenure, he has rendered perfectly balanced orders and judgments which are not only on very intricate issues of taxation but also special benches and third members. I remember an incident almost a decade ago. It was 2012 and a 5-member special bench was constituted in Bombay, Sumitomo Mitsui Banking. Both the sides fielded their stalwarts, both assessee as well as the revenue. Hearing went on for several number of days. When it got concluded, all of us assembled in the office chamber of the then president who was heading the bench. Issue was very challenging. Point was that who will take up this challenge? And all of us were unanimously agreed that the only person who can justify the arguments is Mr. Jagtap. And he really did that. Legislature realized after 2-3 years that the order is of such a quality that they had to step in and bring out an amendment to section 9(1) by insertion of explanation. From tomorrow onwards, we will really feel that there is a great vacuum which cannot be fulfilled so easily, if not impossible. You see, every person who joins our service has to leave one day or the other. Some people are forgotten over a months or days, something like that. But some people keep such a deep impact that they are remembered for decades. Such persons, they really sleep with the ideas of improvement and then rise with the ways of implementation. These persons are pioneers of the institutions they serve. I am very happy to say that Jagtap Sahab is one of such key pioneers of the tribunal. On personal front, he is a very nice person because I know him for more than 2 decades. Habiji, entire family, everybody is so well known to us. He has maintained highest standards of decency, decorum and dignity. I have yet to come across a person as simple, as modest, as down to earth as is Mr. Jagtap. Now, I am very sure that Jagtap Sahab must have finalized his future plans, and I am also sanguine, equally sanguine, that he will continue to utilize the knowledge which he has gained in a different capacity whatsoever. With these words, Jagtap Sahab, I wish you all the very, very best, good health and all that. I salute you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And now the address by Honorable President, Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, Shri G.S. Panuji.
My colleague brother Jagtap ji and his family members who are present here led by Arthina. My colleague vice presidents, members of the Ahmedabad benches who are there on the dais with us, and our colleague members who are otherwise are in Ahmedabad and participating in this court proceedings, former vice president and the former members of the tribunal who have come here and travelled here from all across the country, the members of the Bar Association, the local Bar Association as well as the other outstation bars who have come, members have been representing, the departmental officers who have come. Ladies and gentlemen, normally whenever you are in a gathering and you are listed as a speaker there, you're always eager to speak. Because you feel that, well, you need to be innovative and nobody else should borrow something that you have to speak. And I do have that feeling anytime when I speak, wherever I am called upon to. But today is an exception. Let me begin by saying that I knew that the moment I have to speak, the time is ticking away when I lose my brother from the service here. And it's a very emotional moment for all of us who have worked with him for the last 22 years. Well, if the time goes back to 22 years when brother joined, he signed an oath of allegiance to the Constitution of India and also perform his duties loyally, honestly and impartially. I can vouch with all my strength, and none of my members on the bench will disagree, and neither this August gathering will disagree with that he has abided by that and he has lived with that oath. That is the kind of feeling that I had in the morning when I started to make up my thoughts as to what should and how should we be looking at this day for Brother JAGTAP. Though it's a day when we will lose an outstanding colleague, friend and an officer of court, certainly yes, but it's a day of celebration also for him, for having achieved what he has achieved till today. May it be on the judicial front or may it be on the administrative side. Brother, you have been at different stations at member and thereafter as a vice president also. I am not to repeat, sister has already given those details. But at every station, you have enhanced the glory and the grace of the institution. And it's only because of your fairness and wisdom and one capacity to listen to others. That's your characteristics which has enabled you to do that. And at times I have seen that it's not only that you listen patiently to what is being said, but you also absorb what is not said by the parties. So that is so very essential to deliver justice, even-handedly. And you have an epitome of doing that exercise over a period of time. Brother, and I must say this with all my humility at my command, ladies and gentlemen, Brother JAGTAP represents and exemplifies all that the institution stands for, its culture and its ethos of a quasi-judicial body where proceedings are rigorous and yet they are humane. Though our eyes are set on the legal principles, yet we do not discount or give less importance to the facts of a case. And therefore, we give primacy and weightage to those facts in any case while we keep the legal position in principles in mind. This is one institution which absorbs the competing arguments, the competing claims are absorbed, and yet the two members of the bench interact thereafter and then join into a process of collective thinking and crafting out a judgment which is always there. And I don't have to say anything further than the fact that the statistics bear it out, that not only at the institutional level, but those judgments which have been delivered by brother, they have been overwhelmingly in fact, approved by the higher authorities. So he is a reflection of all that, what the institution stands for. Well, I think that his last stint in Ahmedabad, his companion members here, and especially the ones who are in the new batches, they would certainly agree with me that whatever they have been able to achieve in the few months is only because of brother's presence in Ahmedabad. So therefore, this is a remarkable day for him, for having lived with what the institution stands for, which is very rare. This is another very significant side of brother's contribution to the institution, and that has been his contribution toward the administrative side. Whatever may be the matter, very complicated administrative matters also have been, deliberated upon by him, and he has contributed to it. And more than that, the less glamorous side of our institution is where we have operational functions of the institution to take care of. And brother has not been lacking in that. He has always contributed to his best, and he has given his full and care and attention for that also. Even on the committees that he has worked on, may it be on the information technology, may it be on the docket management, wherever stations he has been posted, may it be on the appointment side of our compassionate appointment of the staff that we have undertaken. In each of those, he has given his best, and the entire tribunal is beholden to him for having contributed his judicious approach into that. Well, I would not take much time, but I would also like to today say that Brother JAGTAP has a very blessed family, a very virtuous family, comprising of Bhabi Bharti ji, his daughter Tanvi and son-in-law Sumit, who are in England quite well settled, and of course son Mahir, a qualified chartered accountant in his own right, and his fiancée who is present here, Tanvi, and other family members who have come. Lot had been said as to what is the status of going back into the family. I am sure the going back is going to be smooth. As someone said that the Prime Minister remains the Prime Minister, undoubtedly remains the Prime Minister, but he'll be a minister without portfolio now with him. So you can assign whatever that you have to assign. But I'll call upon the Prime Minister to say that brother has lots in him yet to show to the society and to the family and to the cause of the institution, which still is there, which is unfinished and it's an ongoing process. So therefore my appeal to the new Prime Minister of brother would be that put it to more judicious use. So far as brother is concerned as an individual, he is like a mango tree, you know. When it gives fruits, it bends. And that's what he has been doing from the benches. He has been humbled to the core and performing his duties with utmost care and attention, and at the same time being very decisive and firm also in his decisions. Brother, that's the reason why you are respected by your colleagues, the staff of the ITAT, and I don't have to amplify that what the bar has to say for you, which we have all heard, and we all feel proud of you. Personally speaking, I am moving into a period of grief which my other members of the gathering here would vouch for it, for the fact that brother will not be attending the office from Monday. But then this is only one exception, perhaps, that the family members who would be gaining in the period. But I feel, and I strongly recommend my brother also, that yes, you have to give out to the society more and more, but at the same time also spend time for the profession and the technical excellence that you have already acquired into the subject and the allied areas of profession. Brother JAGTAP ji, I would conclude by saying that you are a wonderful colleague and friend, and truly the heart and soul of this institution has been imbibed by you, and we all will miss you very much here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Rarely do we witness such a full court reference on the superannuation of a member, where every person speaking makes such an emotional and heartfelt address, unanimous in acknowledging repeatedly the superlative qualities of Honorable JAGTAP sir as a judge. It is now your turn, sir, now to respond to everybody's emotional address to you today, sir.
Honorable President, Vice Presidents and members of ITAT who are present here, office bearers and members of various bar associations, senior officers of the department, my family members, officials of the registry, ladies and gentlemen. नमस्कार एंड गुड आफ्टरनून टू ऑल ऑफ यू। अभी तक मुझे लग रहा था कि रिटायर्ड लाइफ हैप्पी होने जा रही है, लेकिन काबरा जी ने मुझे बता दिया कहाँ मेरी ट्रांसफ़र हो रही है और दौरानी साहब ने तो डरा ही दिया फुल हस्बैंड विथ हाफ सैलरी। ये अच्छा हुआ कि पन्नू साहब ने थोड़ा संभाल लिया है इन द लेटर में। The full court reference assumes great importance for a retiring judge. It is called a judgment day because the bar members give their judgment on the overall performance of the judge who is retiring. Going by the good and kind words spoken by all the speakers today about me, I hope that the verdict is positive and favorable. I am really grateful to all the speakers for the nice and encouraging words spoken about me. I am carrying these fond memories with me and will cherish the same throughout my rest of the life. Retirement is inevitable, particularly in case of a government servant. It is said that the feelings on the retirement day are mixed. Yes, I do agree. Leaving these glorious institutions of ITAT after serving it for more than 22 years certainly makes me sad. There is a set routine which one has to follow while working as a member of ITAT. This routine followed over the years has become part of my life. And when I suddenly realize now that this routine will be missing from tomorrow, it makes me sad. There is a feeling of a sort of emptiness. But still I am retiring today happily because there is a sense of satisfaction of having completed a term of more than 22 years in ITAT successfully. Working with ITAT has given me so much that there is a feeling of complete satisfaction and fulfillment. I was appointed as member of ITAT in the year 2000 and my first posting was at Jodhpur. My senior colleague there was Mr. S.R. Chauhan, experienced judicial member who had joined the ITAT from Rajasthan Judiciary. He treated me like a younger brother. He advised me to concentrate fully on the subject and try to pass good orders. He told me that good orders only will help me in creating some name and reputation in ITAT. I followed his advice and realized afterwards that what he had said was perfectly correct. I also learnt a lot from him about the behavioral aspect of a judge on the bench and off the bench. Since Jodhpur was not well connected to my hometown, it is far away, I made a request for transfer and accordingly I was transferred to Nagpur bench in 2001. There I got a fine colleague, judicial member in the form of Sri N.V. Vasudevan, saintly person who is sitting next to me. We developed a very good personal and family bonding which became stronger day by day. Both of us were together in ITAT for more than 12 years at 4 different stations. I think it must be a very rare and unique example. I consider my Nagpur posting as the best, where we tried to do some good work on judicial as well as administrative front. The presence of representatives of Nagpur and Raipur Bar today is in this program is testimony to that. There was one other person who was taking note of the good work done by us in Nagpur, late Sri Vimal Gandhi sir. Immediately after taking over as president of ITAT, he called me on telephone and asked me to get ready to come to Delhi on transfer. I requested him to transfer me to Mumbai, which was close to my hometown. But he said, you come to Delhi first, work with me, and then I will transfer you to Mumbai. He kept his words and transferred me to Mumbai after completing my full tenure of 5 years in Delhi. I worked in Mumbai for more than 5 years. This tenure of more than 10 years in Mumbai and Delhi put together was a peak of my career in ITAT. I got an opportunity not only to be part of several special benches, but also to author the orders for and on behalf of special benches. I also got an opportunity to handle cases involving international tax and transfer pricing cases. In Delhi, I shared the bench regularly with Vimal Gandhi sir and Justice R.V. Ishwar, and it was thoroughly a learning experience. Both of them also involved me in administrative matters which helped me subsequently while discharging my duty as Vice President. I also had a good working association with other presidents, Sri Virabhadrappa, Sri Karwa, Justice Sood, Sri G.D. Agarwal and Justice P.B. Bhatt, and performed to the best of my ability whatever official assignments given by them. As we know, the present President Sri J.S. Pannu sir has taken a lot of initiatives to improve the functioning of ITAT with the help of information and communication technology. He is trying to make the working of ITAT completely transparent. He is also continuing the efforts to improve infrastructure facilities. It was indeed a great pleasure to be a member of his team during the last 1 year or so. He has still some more years in ITAT to go, and I am sure with his wisdom and passion, he will bring more and more laurels to the institute. From Mumbai, I was transferred to Hyderabad, and because of some administrative exigencies, I was immediately transferred to Kolkata to sort out some problems prevailing there at the relevant time. I took it as a challenge, and with the support and cooperation of a team of good members, not only the problems were sorted out, but the working was improved drastically. Action plan was prepared to reduce the pendency and dispose of old appeals, and the same was successfully implemented with the help and support of Kolkata IT Bar Association. Other administrative reforms were also undertaken to improve the functioning of benches in Kolkata as well as infrastructure facilities. Kolkata IT Bar Association is always forthcoming, and I cannot forget the help and support provided by them during the difficult COVID period by arranging testing, vaccination and hospitalization for members and staff as and when required. My tenure in Kolkata got extended for more than 6 years due to COVID pandemic, and consequently I got a very short tenure of about 10 months in Ahmedabad. Here also I got a team of good members, and it was a pleasant experience to work with them. What I have found from my little experience in Ahmedabad is that the bar here is very different, and if I can say so, indifferent in a positive sense. They always keep safe distance, but whenever there is anything to be done in public interest or in the interest of institution, they are always ready to come forward and cooperate. I have enjoyed my tenure in Ahmedabad thoroughly. My family also has enjoyed the stay in this heritage city of Ahmedabad, which I have found to be similar to my hometown Pune in many respects. It was really an enlightening experience to hear the arguments of the team of eminent counsels here, led by senior advocate Sri Saurabh Soparkar. During my tenure with ITT, I had excellent relations with all my colleague brothers and sisters. I always tried to promote brotherhood and received a befitting response from them. I have also received good support and cooperation from members of the bar, departmental representatives and officials of the registry. Having good personal staff is very important to discharge the duties as a member as well as vice president of ITT. I was always lucky to get good and efficient private secretaries and MTs throughout my career in ITT. So I think this is the time to thank all my presidents, vice presidents, colleagues, member colleagues, bar associations, DRs, officers and officials of the registry to make my tenure with ITT so successful and satisfactory. Last but not the least, I would like to thank my family members for all their support. My wife Bharti left her job as a teacher and joined me in Sodhpur. She always stayed with me at different stations wherever I got posted and ensured all throughout that my life was comfortable. She took care of all the family responsibilities, including the well-being of my children. The exposure and experience my children got by staying at different part of this great country has helped in their overall development. My daughter Tanvi completed CA in first attempt, and after completing LLB, she has done LLM in International Taxation from Vienna University, Austria. After marriage, she has settled down in London and is presently working as transfer pricing and international tax manager with a giant multinational British company. Her husband and my son-in-law Sunit Ostwal is a qualified CA and CS and presently working as head of tax in one multinational telecom company in London. My son Mihir, who is present here, is also a chartered accountant who is practicing in Pune. Next month he is going to get married to this beautiful girl Tanvi Girme, who is a fashion designer. My niece Shivani, who is like a second daughter, is also present today with her husband Nachiket. After retirement, I am looking forward to spend some quality time with my family and friends in Pune. There are many dignitaries who have taken pain to travel a distance to attend this program. I acknowledge and appreciate with gratitude the presence of Sri R.P. Tolani, former Vice President, Brother Sudhakar Reddy, my former colleague, Dr. Rakesh Gupta from Delhi, who is also my former colleague, Advocate S.K. Tulsian, Mr. Haldar, Swamitra Chaudhary, Niraj Shah, Jajaria and Somnath Ghosh from Kolkata, Advocate K.P. Divani and Mr. Lohia from Nagpur, Sri P.C. Malu from Raipur, Advocate Chandani from Rajkot,
Sri Pankaj Shah from Indore. I am also grateful to my president, my colleague vice president, members of ITAT who have come from all parts of the country for their gracious presence in this function. It is said that one should retire at the peak of his career. I don't know whether this is peak of my career or not. But certainly I have come to the stage where there is a feeling of satisfaction, achievement and fulfillment. I think this is the right time to retire happily and say goodbye. So while thanking all of you once again, I say goodbye.
I would now request Sister Suchitra Kamble to conclude the proceedings in the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Sister Annapurna. Honorable President ITAT Shri G.S. Pannu Sir, Honorable Vice Presidents of ITAT from different zones, Honorable Members of ITAT, former Vice Presidents and Members of ITAT, Officers from the Income Tax Department, representatives and office bearers from different bar associations, registry officers and other officials of ITAT, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I have the honor of giving the closing remarks and offering a brief vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who are present here. On this very important occasion of farewell to our Vice President, Shri JAGTAP Sir, I express my gratitude and thanks to Honorable President ITAT, Shri G.S. Pannu Sir, for gracing his presence and his kind words on this occasion. I must thank Vice President ITAT's Pune Zone, Shri R.S. Sayal Sir, Vice President ITAT Bengaluru Zone, Shri N.V. Vasudevan Sir, Vice President ITAT Kolkata Zone, Shri Rajpal Yadav Sir, for their kind words on this occasion. I must also thank all my brothers from various zones who have gathered here today, as well as my brothers and sisters from Ahmedabad Zone. I would also like to thank former Vice President ITAT, Shri P.P. Parikh Sir, Shri R.P. Tulani Sir, and former members ITAT, Shri Sudhakar Reddy Sir, Brother Mahavir Prasad Sir, and Shri Dr. Rakesh Gupta, who have all the way travelled from various places to attend this full court farewell reference. Now it is the time to extend my sincere thanks to members, office bearers and representatives from different bar associations and senior officers of the department for their gentle, kind and poetic words on this occasion. I must also thank registry officers and all other staff members of the ITAT Ahmedabad for their sincere support and cooperation to make and manage this function a grand success meticulously. I must now take a pause and once again, last but not the least, thank to our dear Honorable Vice President Ahmedabad Zone, Shri JAGTAP Sir. Thank you, sir. With the words I cannot express my thanks. The word is becoming very short to express. I also thank Mrs. JAGTAP and his son Mihir, who has expressed their views. His daughter Tanvi, his daughter-in-law Tanvi, for being here and sharing their enthusiasm with us and creating a bonding among all the members at Ahmedabad Zone. While thanking for the opportunity given to me to deliver this vote of thanks, I sincerely pray to Almighty God for the well-being of JAGTAP Sir and his family. Sir, we will miss you a lot. And now, with the permission of the Honorable President, I may be allowed to close the proceedings. All the present members who are present here, I would like to request you to join high tea, which has been arranged by the Bar Association.
अरे सर, आपको कैसा बोल सकता हूँ? आप सर ऑर्डर नहीं करने से भी हम याद रखते हैं,